Hey guys, welcome to Spinning It Up, the Bankroll Challenge where we start with $25 at 25-cent spin and goes and try to move up in the stakes on PokerStars. The last time we spun, we played 2 games. We won one and lost one for a fairly boring result of break even. In this video, we're going to try to win. Wish me luck. Two 50-cent spins. I've had kind of a distracted and a little bit of a stressful afternoon here, so I'm going to be concentrating on playing as well as possible. We're not always in, 100% the best state when we play poker. And I feel like a lot of... should we just fold here? A lot of what makes or breaks someone as a poker player is it's how well they play when they're not, playing their A game. Is their worst game like a B game, a C game, or an F game? You know what I mean? So we're gonna try our best here. Our opponent on the right donk bet and we raised. He's checking. So I'm going to check back, which maybe is kind of weird, and this river does not... My original plan was going to be to value bet on the river, but this run out, I don't think that's going to be the best idea, so we'll check here, and he will show down 10-9. Okay. Let's go ahead and raise for value on the left with ace-king. And we're going to get it in on the right. Not a great flop to c-bet, unfortunately, for our ace game. We have no clubs, which feels kind of bad. Wow, this guy raise called with 10-8. Nah, okay. I love, my favorite part about that hand is how he thought about it. And then he's like, yeah, okay, this is a call. And then he called. That was kind of outrageous. Well, he had live cards. If that's what he thought, if he thought he had live cards, he was very correct. Let's go ahead and bet. Oh, it's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, that guy got rewarded. He got very rewarded. Alright, we'll try again. Let's raise on the left. Alright. This person is donk betting. So he's now doing this again. He called the first time. I don't really know. I don't know if I can expect him to call this, to fold the second time I go all in. Or if I were to go all in. So we'll just call here and try to bank on him. And I guess he was just strong. You never know what people are donking with. Sometimes they donk with very strange things, like the nuts, because they are trying to induce, I guess. This might have been a bad raise. I mean, he's gone all in both hands, so I probably should have just folded that. That was not a good raise, I don't think. And he obviously just wants to go with his hands, so that was me just not really paying attention, which is unfortunate. The good thing is that we'll be able to call here with sixes. Okay, never mind. I somehow knew that was going to happen. My opponent was going to call. Obviously, I wish that I called now because I would have beat the fours. Queen 6, we can jam. Blind versus blind. He's got 10 big blinds. This is not going well. He has a good hand. For the first time. Okay, let's try to turn this around a little bit. Run into some pretty crazy people so far. I mean, maybe I should complete that, I'm not sure. Queen 3 is pretty bad, but it only costs 20. Sorry, it only costs 10. Pretty unfortunate in that hand, in that sit and go where that guy had a pair of fours. And I don't know if maybe his timing should have given me a clue that he's, you know, he had a hand that maybe he wouldn't necessarily usually call, but he's gonna call because that guy's obviously insane. I don't know if sixes is good enough to call there. Perhaps it is. I mean, sevens are like really strong in that spot. Sixes just a little bit worse than sevens. I don't know. Well, we finally won a pot in some hand. We won the one on the left. We still have a long way to go before we are in good shape, but we made the first step. Guy on the right here is disconnected. Just waiting. All right. Well, a courtesy fold. Because I have a feeling he might just fold way too much with this guy sitting out. So I kind of want to, when I'm out of position, it seems like maybe a good idea to just keep the pot small, to not go too crazy, and then I'll call one on the left. And then win the pots that he's going to fold too much of while this guy is sitting out. $50 here. Okay, keep going all in on the left at big blind 40. Oh, he's back. Kind of. Is he really back? His connection is 2%, so it's looking a little bit unfortunate. He did manage to play this pot. Our opponent on the left seems to limp fold a lot. That is what I've noticed so far. Let's try to limp the jack 3. See what he does. Okay, so we flopped second pair, which is kind of nice. I think I'm gonna check one. I mean, there's not a ton of turns that I would be scared of. There's a couple overcards, of course. The 8 is not one of my favorite hands, so I was a little bit disappointed to see that. Let's try to bet 40 for value here on the river. Call us with a 6, or maybe even some sort of, I guess he doesn't have ace high very often if I'm assuming that he's going to raise a lot of my limps with ace high, but you never know. You just never know. All right, we got a 5, overcard on the turn. We'll check. And we'll check. He will overbet. That's fine. Not worth it for me to try to call and hope, you know. It's like a call and pray kind of thing. Know exactly what I want to be doing. Calling and praying. We want to call in good spots. Alright, 10-9. He folds, which is great. We want to see that. We'll jam this. Well, he has a premium hand. We're gonna need to find a queen or a 3. Nope. Alright, this has been a very, very bad showing so far. We just kind of run bad. The best we can do is negative 50 cents. The worst we can do is neg $1, which is a lot. Pocket jacks are a good hand. I feel like we haven't had a premium hand in this video yet, so it's very nice to see jacks. 105. I can get down with 105. He hasn't raised a hand yet, so I suppose he could have anything here. He could very well have a strong hand. We could also be here forever since he doesn't exactly have a good connection. Oh. He managed to call. Yeah, so we can check. I think that's fine. I think betting would be okay too. An ace, we don't want to see that. Mm, 60. Quarter pot bet. Try to get value from a 9 or a 7. I don't know if he had a 9 or a 7. I do know that he did not call. 9-6 suited. We could try to limp this. Perhaps that would be okay. I mean, I don't foresee this guy in the big blind really being super aggro. Well, he min-raised. That does count as an aggressive move. He's checking now. We'll show down our 9-6 and take it down. Wow. Alright. Yeah, we'll go all in here. Would have been great if he got all in pre-flop with those pocket twos. I would have folded. I don't really want to go all in blind versus blind with Jack 2. It's just a little bit too weak, so I'm going to actually just preemptively fold this. Wish I had some jokes to tell you guys while we're waiting for this guy to act every single time. Oh, wow, yeah. Jamming with Jack 2 would have been pretty bad. We would have hit on the flop, but then on the river he would have taken us out. So, here we are. Let's try to limp the 8-6, see what happens. Oops. Oops, oops. Alright, let's bet. Oh, he called us. That's not a helpful turn at all. We had the potential for some helpful turns, but they did not come. Okay, we'll go ahead and fold this. He is taking the chip lead. Alright, so we got King 10 offsuit. We'll just jam it in. Keep it simple here. 8-5, not so great. He probably limp though. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't. We'll flop bottom pair. Bottom pair on a monotone board. Are you nervous? I mean, I'm not very hopeful here. We got to call one. We actually have 3 pairs. We've upgraded to a pair of 8s, guys. Eights and aces, of course. Yeah. Luckily for us, he didn't have an ace. So that's good. He had queen 10. Okay. Let's try... Let's jam. Like when we were 3-handed and the guy from Brazil was sitting out, I feel like he'll raise more than he'll fold, sorry, more than he should. So we can jam a little bit wider than we would perhaps against some other opponents. On the other hand, I also think that he will not attack limps. So I feel like we can play all of our hands for the most part. We'll get this in. I mean, at this point, when we're this short, it doesn't make any sense to do anything but really go all in. We actually got called by a 6-5, so we are dominating, which is really wild. I didn't expect him to call it that. So everything that I said about him folding too much, apparently I'm wrong. I was completely wrong. Here's our results for this video. We played 4 total spin and goes. We lost 3 and won 1 for a grand total of negative 50 cents. I really feel like we kind of avoided disaster. We had the potential to go neg $1, which is quite a lot to lose. So I'm pretty relieved that we were able to win that last spin and make it just neg 50. Those spin and goes didn't exactly go the way we were hoping, but our bankroll's still at $28.25, and we will try to get back on the winning track in the next episode of Spinning It Up. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do click that thumbs up, and also make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you'd ever like to watch me play poker live, you can go to twitch.tv/courtiebee, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I am at courtiebee there. Thanks again. Have a great day or night, whatever it is for you, and talk to you soon.